So, I recently seen a video where someone visited northern India, a place where I feel like women are not well cared for. They're having a number of crises. Like, New Delhi is a wealthy man's dream, I guess, but it's not. It's like how can I put it? It's like lotus flower. Lotus flowers grow in filth. I have nothing against the country of India. I think that the spiritual practices that came out of India, the music, the cinema, and my ancestors who traveled to India a long, long time ago, who are from Yemen, traveled to South India. I think that what they contributed in the mesh of cultures and the diversity is great. But what has happened in northern India, and why the rich is continuously getting richer and the poor is continuously getting poorer, and people are not even really able to live a proper life where they can even say that they're even a human being at this point. It's like people are living like, if they're not living like animals, they're living like robots. And it's unfortunate. My experience was not like really that good. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm one person. I don't know many people. But I seen a video, and this guy went to northern India. He was in, I can't pronounce the name right, so forgive me. It's Varanasi. Well, anyway, he said it's a shithole. He said Delhi's a shithole. Or he didn't say Delhi was a shithole, but he said it was terrible. He said it was a terrible place. It was the most disgusting place on the planet. I'm not going to say India, like a whole country, is the most disgusting place on the planet, because it's an entire country, and this guy didn't get the privilege to travel the whole fucking country. So you can't just say the whole country. But he was in northern India, and the region that he was in is so fucking bad. And I just wish people would just be authentic about why, like, people need to stay there and not continue, like, travel here. Like, I'm so serious. Like, there's so many young men that there's so much violence against women, violating against women, robbing, thieving, stealing, filth. Like, there's just so much happening. And then you have wealthy people that are extremely privileged, and they're concerned about what's happening outside of India because it's relevant, and it makes no fucking sense. But what really bothers me, and why I even decided to even speak about it, is because there's far too many people comfortable with the misogyny going on there. And I could talk about the misogyny in the African community, in African nations, and in America with African Americans and Afro Latinos. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. I'll do a whole nother video about that, no problem. But the type of misogyny and the way that it's like, almost, it's treated like, yeah, it's just like almost as if it's like a cultural thing, when it's really not. Because, I mean, you have whole deities that are women that you give offerings to, many people who are Hindu, and it's awesome. So, like, what the fuck is up with all the hatred towards women? And what's up with all the colorism? And why isn't it getting any better? Like, it was getting, I thought it was getting better, but it's not. It's not getting better. It looks better on social media. It is not getting better in northern India. Southern India, totally different. I hate to be a divisive person that's like, okay, the north and the south, because it's not entirely like that. It's just that when it comes to the major cities and the most populated places, it is like that. That's been my experience. If I'm dead wrong and you think I'm prejudiced, fine. I'm not here to be prejudiced. I don't have the time. You don't pay me enough. Like, I mean, I'm not here to spread hate. I'm just talking about what I see. There's an alarming amount of hateful men who violate women, and it's just accepted. And it's not just accepted amongst people that are poor, but these attitudes are accepted amongst really wealthy people. And then they bring these attitudes to the West, and no one people just brush over that shit. It's mind blowing.